Joining me now to discuss is Florida Congressman Brian Mast. Congressman, good to see you. Joe Biden and your colleagues in the Congress obsessing over their efforts to normalize illegal immigration to the point where they won't even allow us to properly identify deadly illegal aliens that they have foisted upon us. What's your message to Joe Biden, the biased press, and the Democrats who claim we can't identify illegal aliens as illegal anymore?
We know that their semantics are not just a game. We know that they're using the term undocumented citizen as a preamble to the fact that they consider them individuals that it's just a matter of time before they designate them as citizens, though the rest of America will not allow that to happen. They're going to circumvent that and try to find a way around it. And I'd give you one other quick anecdote to add on to this, something that happened literally as the Lake and Riley murder was taking place in that same moment of time. In one of my counties, Martin County, Florida, a long way from the border, we had an individual, illegal alien, picked up on no driver's license, came all the way from Washington County, Oregon, where he had a rape charge. And over there, the sheriff in that state didn't want to pay for the extradition for this individual to get all the way back to Washington County, Oregon. So I called up the representative there named Susan Bonamici, told her the situation, thinking, hey, maybe they might want to deal with this because they have a victim there that at least made an accusation. Maybe they could get this person extradited. The response was, because I used the term illegal alien. We've got this illegal alien in my community that got picked up. She said, Brian, we don't refer to them as illegal aliens. We refer to them as undocumented citizens. And no concern about the fact that there was a rape charge and the person got picked up and they were about to get released into my community. Only about the semantics that I said, illegal alien.
Yeah. Undocumented citizens, those, of course, are contradictory terms, which, of course, is the Democrat Party. One big contradiction. Your guest to Biden's State of Disunion speech was Gold Star father by the name of Stephen Nakui. His son, one of the 13 service members killed by a terrorist attack during Biden's catastrophic Afghanistan withdrawal. Nakui also lost another son due to grief over his brother being killed. At the State of the Union, Nakui was arrested for interrupting Biden's speech and protesting the deadly Afghanistan withdrawal. He's now facing, get this, a fine of $500 or 90 days in jail or both. But Congressman, we all remember how BLM and Antifa rioters wreaked havoc on the streets of this nation for years, and many had their charges dropped. Shouldn't the GOP be more forceful in rejecting the Democrats' warped idea of justice?
100%. And right off the bat, Speaker came out and said he was going to fight this with everything that he had from his office. But you have a situation here where Steve was actually charged with something. I didn't know you could be charged for this in the Capitol, demonstrating. I thought this was the seat of government where our First Amendment enshrined that you come here and demonstrate and address grievances with your government. But that would make him one of two people that, him and Stu Scheller, Lieutenant Colonel Stu Scheller, they've both paid a steeper penalty than any person for the disastrous withdrawal of Afghanistan. Stu Scheller was obviously locked up in the brig, and now Steve Nakui locked up for demonstrating. And the one other thing that I'll tell you about this, which was amazing to me, when I asked about, because I was down there at the police station with them, I said, what's he being charged with? What's this all about? Are you really going to do this to this Gold Star father? They said, well, he's being charged with demonstrating. I said, where's everybody else? Where's everybody else that spoke up on the floor? Anybody, you name it. Well, he's the only one here. I said, well, what about other members of Congress? He said, well, there's a different standard for members of Congress than there is for we, the people that we represent. That should never be the case in any circumstance whatsoever, that the members of Congress have a different standard than we, the people. But that's what I was told.
Yeah, those folks in January 6th who are facing the suspension of their constitutional rights, they ought to be able to attest to the so-called justice system. And speaking of that, Congressman, the justice system, from that to the deadly illegal immigration that we're enduring, the Democrats have weaponized government against our people, yet over 130 Republicans just voted in the last overspending bill to continue funding all of this corruption. Reason magazine said the new budget deal includes $12 billion in a cut that doesn't actually cut anything, anatomy of a budget gimmick. And add to insult to injury here, Joe Biden just releasing his ridiculous $7.3 trillion budget proposal with no victories in stopping the Democrats' massive overspending How does the GOP respond to its critics who say there's no difference between electing Republicans or Democrats? The taxpayers and the economy get hosed either way.
They are getting hosed with this appropriation that went through. I didn't vote for it. You're doing a continuing resolution. And what does that actually mean to the American people? Not much when you say it, but it literally means you're resolving to continue the appropriations, the spending that you did before. And that goes all the way back to when Nancy Pelosi was Speaker of the House. So we're resolving to continue everything that she wanted, she agreed to, she wanted to spend money on, whether it's illegal immigrants or whether it's anything else. We're just resolving to continue what she did. And no Republican should resolve to continue what Speaker Pelosi was doing back when they were in the majority. It's not what the American people elected us to do.
Congressman, next time you go to your caucus, tell them if the Democrats don't have our money, they can't hurt us. If government doesn't have our money, it can't hurt us. Congressman Brian Mast, thank you very much. Appreciate the time.
Hey everyone, thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed the video, please click like and subscribe. I will be back on YouTube with more exclusive content, so stay tuned.